Today we are going to be cooking some ribeyes on the Kamado Joe. We're going to do a reverse sear. So I'll get fired up with some charcoal here. I always use lump charcoal, and I am using Royal Oak right now. You can get a monster bag from Costco for pretty cheap, so that's what we do. All right, I'm going to get the charcoal fired up here and get our temp set. I like to do this about 225, 250. Keep it in slow, then we'll pull the meat off and then get the temperatures going after that. Get them cranked up 500, 600 to get a good sear at the end of it. All right, we got a couple of hot spots going here, and let this sit for a little bit, get all the vents wide open, and get our temps up. I actually bought a full primal from Costco and cut that up. Went probably about 1.5 inches. Probably should have done about 2 inches, but we'll figure that out for next time. So get that package opened. I like to wear gloves just to keep myself from having to wash my hands 100 times. We're going to season these with just simple salt and pepper. Let them sit for a little bit while we have the grill coming up to temp. So 2 steaks here. I'll go ahead and pat these dry. I like to flavor the meat. Just a little salt to enhance it. Then we'll finish it with a small amount of pepper. All right, like I said here, we're going to do a little salt. Nothing too crazy. Now we'll come back with a little pepper. This is just simple, coarse black pepper. All right, well, I'm gonna go check on the grill. Then we'll be back, get the meter put in there just so we can keep an eye on the temperatures, and we'll get rolling. So while we got the temps coming up, we're gonna go ahead and get the deflector plate in place on the grate. I do 1 deflector plate to help keep the temperatures down. Then I do 1 grate low, 1 grate high. So this will allow us to just come in and not have to make any more adjustments with any of these when we're ready to put the steak on for the reverse sear. So we can have 1 high to sit on while we cook and 1 low while we sit on during the searing process. So here we go. All right, so we're gonna put the meter 6 in here. I'm a huge fan of these things. It's kind of a lazy man's way of cooking, but it does a good job. Saves me a lot of grief and having to go out there 100 times and check on the temperatures. So with these, like I said, they're a little thinner. I wish I would have gone a little bit thicker. Makes it a little bit more difficult getting a meter in there good, but it still does a problem. You just got to pay a little bit of attention, make sure you keep it centered. All right, well, we're going to take these out and throw them on the grill and get this going. All right, so we're up to temp here. We're running about 250. Go ahead and throw the steaks on. Like I said, I got this set up. We have the higher grate, the lower grate. We're going to use the higher for the slower cooking portion. You don't want to get too much heat on these. And then whenever we get the grill really fired up, we'll lower it down to the lower portion and hit that sear. So we'll let these sit. This goes pretty quick. Like I said, these aren't overly thick. So we're probably 30 minutes maybe. But like I said, I got the meter hooked up to them. That'll give us our cheat code and tell us what we need to do. So I'll come out when it's about halfway done, flip them, and then we'll let them finish off and bring the temps up and get a good sear on them. All right. All right, so the meter has told us it is time to get some meat off of here. You see these need a lot more time. I only cook them to about 110. I'd like mine about 130 probably when they're done. But I go ahead and pull them now and get these temps back up high so we can sear. But the big part is getting that sear on there. All right, as you can see, we got a big fire going here, so we're way up to temp. I went in and took the meters out. They do not like it over that open flame, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the steaks down there. Like I said, we'll probably, I don't know, 30 seconds or so on each side, then we'll take the temp and see where we're at. Oh yeah, these are looking great. All right, so I'm gonna pull those off the flame. We're gonna check the temperature, see where we're at, so we don't take them too far. This guy's sitting at 120, so we'll put them back down for a little bit more time. All right, so we're at 130, where I like to pull them. So we are good to go. We're gonna throw these over here. We'll take them inside, put a little butter on top of them, let them rest for a bit. Then we'll open them up and get to eating. All right, so these have been resting for a bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and give them a cut, see how we did here. Well, this is exactly how I like my steak. I'm gonna go enjoy it. Thanks for spending time with Smoking with Grit. Y'all have a good evening and keep smoking.